I guess that's working. Testing 1, 2, 3. I turned this on and YouTube stopped playing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Why did the music stop? I don't really know. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Again, there might be a lag, but that's good. Does it sound good, or does it sound great? Or does it sound like I'm far away? I'm pretty sure it's this mic. It's great. Hey, happy Monday. Boy, you're looking good. Nice. All right, well, without further ado, let's get on with it. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 18,000. Hang on. I got to shut my office door and I can walk around now. Huh? Very nice. The YouTube community of more than 18,000 foreign exchange traders stationed all around the world, and they're on a team with you. We're here to collaborate and to share. The idea here is that I teach you how to put together trade plans so that you can execute. If you remember, my screen's down here, but you're over there. The raison d'etre is to help you put together trade plans to execute your fundamental bias. Isn't that cool? So ask questions, get involved. Oh, and if you are with a broker that gave you 1,000 pip spread spike on the open, maybe you should consider switching to tradersway.com. Let's go. Okay, there's a complaint about the video, and I forgot on Friday somebody said something similar. This is my laptop, and all I did was import settings from the other machine. And I don't know what would be changing the broadcast quality. I'm not sure what that would be, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. So maybe you can get on with it. Maybe we can get past this, right? Okay. Gary says, why would they do that during an open? Well, an unscrupulous broker is trying to wipe out their clients, but more likely they had an issue with their liquidity partner and there just wasn't a market. So according to Pete, he had a pound Aussie trade on a different broker other than Traders Way. And this other broker had 1,000 pips spike in the pound Aussie. Okay, so not something that you right. Anyways, let me remind you, keep that in mind. Let me remind you that trading's risky, not appropriate for everyone. You have execution risk, right? Broker execution risk. You have the risk of high spreads. All right, this dude is late. Hang on. I've been waiting for this dude for an hour. Now that I can't do it, now he's pinging me. Hang on. Gee whiz. All right, so anyways, yeah, let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. All right, so now this thing is popping up about the resolution. Check the current video resolution, which is not optimal, but okay, thank you, but tell me where I do that. All right, well, whatever. We're going to have to just leave everything as it is. Oh, that's me. Oh. So anyways, welcome to Forex.Today. Ask questions, get involved. Please click the like button. Please leave comments on the recording. Ask good questions and take notes. I think that would be very helpful. Thank you for being part of the community. Thank you for all the hard work. Thank you for the positive energy. Thank you for all that you do. You is good people, and I appreciate you in my life. And I appreciate the time that we spend together every single day. If you need a broker, I'd like to recommend tradersway.com. They earned my loyalty and respect way back during the Swiss National Bank debacle that put many brokers out of business because they were doing funny things with the client money. And then the Swiss National Bank pulled the rug under the Euro Swissy, and those brokers went out of business. But of course, the Trader's Way was not negatively affected because it didn't play funny games with client money. So anyways, that's how they earn my loyalty and respect. And if you open up a demo account at tradersway.com, maybe they'll earn yours. When you're ready to trade real money, you'll have an execution partner for your successful Forex trading business, yo. So let us focus on, hang on, I got to find out where the chat has gone now. Chat has gone away. Chat has gone away. Why did you go away from me, chat? I think I'm going to have to click this. Hang on, I don't have chat. Could be important. There you go. No, Daniel, I think it went from 184 to 194. Okay. So anyways, Gary, they certainly, I doubt that they tried to do it on purpose. Okay. So I'm focused on just a bad print. That's right, Jimmy. But the question is why, right? Anyways. Let's go to this. Do I have the right thing? Yes, scan USD. Scan USD. So I'm grateful for quite a few things. One of the things I'm grateful for, okay, is many of these currency pairs have hit a turning point. And the turning point just might be very technical levels of support and resistance, which generally is a good thing, but after a fundamental move, it's not everything. Okay? So I have to take everything with a grain of salt. I am thankful to have these key levels. I guess I have to adjust that a little bit. But there's more to it than just buying at a monthly pivot point. Okay? So there's a lot of things I'd like. Now, first of all, I don't mind that, but it's not everything. And it's less important now than it has been in months past because the change that we had recently, aka last week on Wednesday, has to do with a fundamental reshuffling of portfolios, not technical analysis. Okay? So I don't want to throw down a technical response to a fundamental issue, but I don't want to throw away technical analysis either, right? So I'm kind of being very cautious. The way I look at things is this, let's say, 300 pip move we've had since Wednesday in dollar strength. I have all summer to build that back. So I'm not aggressive right now. I'm very patient. I don't feel overly eager. I still have to take good trades. I still have to put trade plans together. I still have to think about my long-term bias. I still have to think about the change at the Fed and its impact on global macroeconomics and how I'd like to position myself over not just the next few weeks, but even the next few months and even the next few years. Okay? And so what happens here in the summer, is an testing. All right, so there we go. So let me say it again because I think you missed it. So with the short term, with the summer lack of volume and volatility relative to normal volume and volatility, I have to combine short-term technical analysis for my need to make money, my need to get in at the right price at the right time. I have to adjust my expectations of not being able to reach full pivots, full extensions, full anything. Instead, to look to be more conservative, be a lot more income focused, okay? Okay? Not necessarily asset appreciation, which I am trying to do on the long run. Okay, so like from January to December, I have these various ideas of, let's say, the euro appreciating in value. Okay, but that's not what we're probably going to be mostly focused on in the next, let's say, 8 weeks. Okay, but instead income producing. Now, in a typical Forex fund, income would be the interest that you're collecting or the swap that you're collecting. But by income now, what I mean is it's absolutely okay to trade a session open and pull out 30 pips. You could day trade and pick up 50 to 100 pips, and you still want to try to swing trade. Okay, but you may not be as focused on that as before. Okay? You guys hear me? Mike says he has no sound. Oh, okay, it looks like there's a delay. All right, there's still a conflict apparently with the broadcasting software. Hang on. Let me try to get this going again. Because I believe whatever's causing the conflict doesn't exist on this one, so on this view. Okay, my computer's supposed to be ready for pickup today, so this should be the last day of challenge. Well, it is having troubles. Gee whiz. All right, trying to get this to work. Brinsley says, what is the best time frame for trading this way? Well, once again, all time frames are important. Always. I don't care if you're primarily trading a 1-minute chart. If you don't know what's going on in the daily chart or the 4-hour chart, you're going to get blindsided. But that being said, probably focus more on the hourly, the 15-minute, and the 5. Gee whiz. Let's see if this is really messed up. I wonder if it's my external monitors causing the problem here, but you know, it's funny. I ran it from that coffee shop in Florida with no problems on this machine. So this view that I'm trying to stream is only the display and only the audio, so there shouldn't be a problem. Hang on, sorry guys. I don't know what the conflict is. Yeah, totally frozen. Oh, no, maybe not totally frozen, just all right. That might be helpful. All right, so well, at least I think I found a workaround. So it looks like it's frozen again, but then when I minimize, I think it kicks in again, no? Yeah? Yeah, I'm getting price. There you go. Interesting. All right, well, whatever. We'll deal with that. Once again, my machine blew up on Wednesday right after the Fed meeting. Unbelievable, right? And it's supposed to be ready for pickup today, so hopefully these challenges are behind us, and tomorrow will just be golden. All right, cool. So where's my mouse? Oh, it's way over there on the other screen. All right. So one of the things I was talking about here was that I was grateful to certain setups. So I was on scan dollar. Okay. Chand, I've used Twitch and nobody shows up. All right. All right, so let's do it this way. Like, what am I thankful for? What am I grateful for? Well, there's a lot here. First of all, the monthly M3 predicted the monthly M1. Hua? Okay. Hang on. Once I get this set, it stays default. All right. Okay. So monthly M3 predicts monthly M1. Isn't that amazing? So I feel like I can be thankful for that. Okay? You see what I mean? Did this tool work properly? Yeah. Now remember, the tool doesn't predict that it's going to do it, but it says if you are a bear, these are the key prices. The M3 and the M1 are very, 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 very key prices. In this case, work tickety-boo. Okay? Now also, on top of that, that it worked precisely after the collapse. Okay? So even after the craziness, you know, the world coming to an end, zombie apocalypse, raining, fire and brimstone, cats living with dogs, but the pound dollar, look at that, to the exact pip, did what it was supposed to do. Cool. I like that. That's cool. Does it mean I have to buy? No. But I think it was Friday where I talked about it not being a buy, but a place in which bears should stop selling. So I like that. It makes me feel good that those key prices are behaving as they should, which is another way of saying I had permission to take it earlier, which is a bit of a bet, okay? Or I have permission to consider taking it in the future. I can buy a dip in the future. So let's say it comes up, it tickles the buck 39, and then comes down 50 pips, 100 pips, I have permission to buy it. Okay? So that makes me feel good that this isn't chaos out of control. Many people felt that way, or at least many people look like they felt that way back on Wednesday and Thursday. The craziness, out of control, what's going on, it's the end of the world. And I'm like, yo, this thing dropped like 200 pips. Why the freak out? Okay? All right. So anyway, so that is pretty good. Now you take that pound dollar and you shift it over here. USD Swiss franc sort of did the same thing. Euro dollar sort of did the same thing. USD CAD sort of did the same thing. This has already produced the double top. So now, if I want to be a bear on this, I can be. Okay? I can be. If I want to, I can be. And I could do something like this if I were me. Okay? That would be the general plan of attack. So I'd be a bear at $1.25 on USD Kitty CAD. Okay? You see what I mean? And do you know what? I think it will probably work. But I also think it'll take all summer. I'm in no rush. I don't think it's going to be a V-shaped recovery. I don't think it's going to be a vast recovery. And why do I think this? Well, for fast recoveries, you're going to need new money. I don't believe new money is coming into the market. I believe what you're looking at as this USD CAD is going up, I believe that's money leaving the market. Okay? Cool. So, patience and discipline. Okay? So, day trading, awesome. You'll notice that that's a swing trade, awesome. But I'm going in with a little more conservatism. My expectations are dialed back. And, you know, a couple of months ago, if I was in a trade and I had less than 100 pips, let's say, I wouldn't even consider taking profit. Now, if I'm sitting on 100 pips, I certainly can consider taking profit. Not that I have less doubt in the market. It's more like I don't believe the volume and volatility will be behind my trades as much as normal. So I will shift during the summer months. Okay? Remember, the psychology of trading is super important. Okay? I think those that don't adjust their expectations grow frustrated over the summer, and by the time the third week of August hits, they generally just give up emotionally. We all know what happens next. They lose money during the bad times, and they don't make money during the good times. What's up, Gato Kalen? Take a look at this my WTI. Okay. My, oh my. So what do you want to do? A bear, okay, a bear has this going on. Okay. I'm a bull on this. I don't have to be a bull every day. I don't have to be a bull every week. But between now and the end of the year, could we hit $100 a barrel? Oh, yeah. But that's what a bear has. Okay? A bull has already taken the shot. We call that a front run. The front run number was 69.77, and they got that. Okay? Yes, Marky. But you have to put them in the context of summer months and seasonality. Okay? So that's what a bear is thinking, but the bull is already running. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? That's already Oscar Mike for them. Bulls have probably already jammed a stop, and they're enjoying their Friday front run. It's a little dangerous when you're this far outside of the pivot zone, but it is what it is. Well, Daniel, You have to understand you never know the answer to that. So it comes down to a thought process. We know the June Fed meeting is an absolute key critical moment in time. Most years are not that. Hang on, let's see if I can. I think I'm going to need to head out, fix this problem too. I got to get this computer fixed. There's a bunch of things that are going on here, things in play. So anyways, hang on. Let me zip over here. Okay, and you'll see on gold, just like pound dollar, we started the month here and ended the month here. So going back to answer Daniel's thing, in a year like we've had where we know that the Fed meeting is extra critical, you have a choice. You hold through the news period and see if it goes your way. If you're like, well, I'm already sitting on a boatload of profit, then take the money early. But my point here is, like, you can get out here because you know typically that's a threat. And you know the 16th is the day, or whatever the day was. The issue now is more like you never, ever, never, ever know. Okay? And it's more of a philosophy for you. What should you do going into the unknown? Well, you might get lucky and it goes your way, but just as likely you can get unlucky, it doesn't go your way. How do you want to handle it? And if you remember the price action of the day, of the moment, people waited for the open and then they took their profits. They left. They're like, didn't get lucky. They left. And the thing is, they left for the summer. They didn't leave for an hour or two. They didn't leave for a day. Okay? There might be a few people still hanging around the office till July, but much of the market has left. Okay? So anyways, guys, I'm going to call it quits just because my PC is lagging, the video's lagging, everything's lagging, and all that kind of stuff. My machine will be back